distinguished representatives of Indigenous nations, member states, Indigenous relatives of the world, on behalf of the Global Indigenous Women's Caucus, we are committed to ensuring that our collective voices are heard and uplifted. Collectively, we are in agreement that the issues affecting Indigenous women and all Indigenous peoples have systematically worsened since the adoption of the UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples in 2007. As Indigenous women, we have a sacred relationship to our lands, territories, and waterways. The proposed solutions by member states and UN agencies to address climate change are nothing more than false solutions that further threaten the lives and livelihood of all Indigenous peoples. Member states and UN agencies in partnership with Indigenous peoples must do more to address the ongoing issues in all of the 6 mandated areas of the Permanent Forum in order to meet the goals of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. The Global Indigenous Women's Caucus strongly condemns the violence and genocide currently happening against the people of Gaza, and particularly the violence against Indigenous Palestinian women and children, which is a clear violation of the Fourth Geneva Convention. Furthermore, we are extremely concerned about the effects of war and the ongoing humanitarian crisis that continues to take countless lives of Palestinian people, which includes the lives of 13,370 Indigenous Palestinian children. As mothers of future generations, we find this unacceptable. Therefore, we make the following recommendations. In accordance with the International Court of Justice emphasis that the State of Israel remains bound to fully comply with its obligations under the Genocide Convention, and with the said order, including by ensuring the safety and security of the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip, we reaffirm that Palestinians constitute a distinct national, ethnical, racial, and religious group, and hence a protected group within the meaning of Article 2 of the Genocide Convention. Palestinians in Gaza are part of this protected group. We'll uplift the call for an immediate ceasefire, citing the Special Rapporteur on Genocide, the ICJ, and the UN member states. And we call on the World Bank and all UN agencies, programs, and entities to withhold any funding to corporations like Chevron and Maersk that could profit from marine gas extraction in a conflict zone where a genocide is committed, such as the Gaza Strip, in alignment with the World Bank's own recommendations from the One Planet Summit in 2017. We reaffirm the International Court of Justice demand that Israel must take effective measures to prevent the destruction and ensure the preservation of evidence related to allegations of acts with the scope of Article 2 and Article 3 of the Genocide Convention against members of the Palestinian group in the Gaza Strip. The last part will be at Joseph.